Hey guys, welcome back to Spiritual Astrology. So today I'm going to be talking about the Moon and Venus. So both of these placements in your birth chart represent feminine aspects of your character. So definitely a less blunt or sharp aspect. Mars represents kind of your sexual urges, your desire to attack, or your desire to do anything more outward focused, physically expressive and pushing, regardless of whatever sign this would be in your chart. So your Mars sign, I did a whole thing on that. I talked about people's Mars signs. Basically, it represents your sex drive, your aggression, regardless of what sign it's in. It's probably more positive or sexual or blunt or noticeable when it's in when it's in Aries and Scorpio. That's kind of the more positive. And Capricorn's very practical when Mars is in Capricorn. Now with the Moon and Venus, it's quite the opposite. So these planets are happier or more exalted, and in the rulership sign, in signs that are very different than the Mars signs. So basically, in Pisces, Cancer, and Taurus generally, and then the Moon is exalted in Taurus and rules Cancer. So I'm going to do, this is the intro video to me going to record videos for each of those signs. So considering I did Mars, I'm going to continue doing those. So the Moon will come first, considering that's what I promised, but then Venus will come after, considering I already did Mars, and Mars and Venus have to come together, obviously. And it's definitely been a while, so I mean, if you're watching this right now, I'm uploading it quite a while after I uploaded my Mars series. But yeah, the Moon, like I said in the other video, it's very, in my Moon intro. So I've already made a Moon intro video at this point that when I'm uploading this. And the Moon is your mental and emotional state. If you don't listen to your Moon and you don't express it in a way, you'll become mental. Your emotions will become erratic. It's when your bad moods come out. It's when you might start eating more or eating less. It's just basically like your irrational mind. So while Mercury might be how you rationalize and communicate, the Moon is the other side of your brain. So I think the Moon and Mercury represent that. They have the crescent shape in them, so the crescent is receptive. So it's the feminine aspect, so that's why it's reactive. So Mercury and Moon are both reactive, but the Moon is more so because it doesn't have the other shapes in its glyph, in its symbol. So the Moon is just simply the crescent. So it's very much your mind and your emotions, and it shows what kind of safety net you need, what kind of comfort from a partner or comfort from a family member you'd like. For example, I have a lot of air moons in my life, which is good because I have an air moon, Gemini moon. So I have my Libra moon friends who are very similar and we can get along really well. It's just kind of like a airy-fairy way of dealing with our emotions. We analyze them, we speak about them, we make sure people are getting along, and that's what we need on an emotional basic level. The Moon is our base. It's like our grounding, our bed, our room, our home, our mother. But Venus is very different. It's not something that we need on a basic level. In esoteric and spiritual astrology, Venus is something that is exalted. It's actually a positive planet. Apparently the Earth is learning from Venus. Apparently we're learning how to cope with life, how to appreciate beauty in nature. So Venus, that's its positive side. But I know people with Venus conjunct their sun, and like I said in my video, Venus conjunct the sun can be, well, I don't know if I mentioned, but on their negative side, they can be lazy, they can be complacent, they can be conceited and vain and too materialistic. So that's what Venus does to you, and it's well placed in Taurus and Libra, although those placements will make you materialistic, but it will make you artistic and creative and have a good eye for stuff around the house and designing and jewelry. I know people with strong Taurus and Libra have strong jewelry tendencies. They are good at creating things like that. So anyone with a good Venus placement understands that Venus is negatively placed in the Mars-ruled signs or Capricorn. So if Venus is exalted in Pisces, it's also weak in Virgo because Virgo's too logical and too communicative, and it's just based on facts. So Venus isn't about facts. They don't really care about that. Like Venus is more feminine. So both of these placements are very different than Mercury because they're not about facts. They're not about mundane things. They're about beauty. They're about emotion. They're about enjoyment. And like a lot of like Cancer's rules the moon is ruled over by the moon, and Cancers kind of smile a lot. And then you have Tauruses who smirk, and Libras who post cute little pictures. And so look forward to me uploading these videos. I'm sorry, actually, like this is my first video in a while. I just moved across the country, so I hope you appreciate it. I noticed I'm getting a bit more comments and a bit more followers. Thank you very much. I'm getting more into the spiritual side of my life, less about astrology, more into healing and chakras and crystals. Alright, so thank you for listening, and I hope you appreciate and look for my videos on the placements in your birth chart. Thank you. Bye.